my dear children! A phrase that Sherlock Holmes never actually said in the books, but who cares? We're more interested in the murder and the ghosts and all that. The Hound of the Baskervilles was the first Sherlock Holmes novel that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote after he killed off Holmes, making this the first story where Sherlock is a zombie. Holmes and Watson are approached by Dr. Mortimer, a friend of the late Sir Charles Baskerville. Baskerville himself has died recently due to a heart attack, but there are mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. Namely that he died with an expression of pure terror on his face, and the paw prints of a large dog nearby. The whole thing traces back to a curse on the Baskerville family from back in the 1700s, when Hugo Baskerville abducted a woman, and upon the woman fleeing, swore his soul to the devil to take her. And the devil answered by sending a devil dog to murder him. The devil takes a very dim view of kidnapping, my children. Dr. Mortimer is worried that the curse may also fall upon the heir to the family fortune, Henry, Sir Charles's nephew. Charles had two brothers, one that fathered Henry, and the other believed to be dead in South America without any kids to his name. Henry has already sent a warning note to stay away from Baskerville Hall, but he intends to take it. Probably because he can't really stay in London. Someone keeps stealing his shoes. Holmes says he has pressing business and can't investigate things right away, but dispatches Dr. Watson to stay with Henry to keep him safe and look into this matter. But it seems the ghostly canine is not the only intrigue in the area, for a local criminal has escaped and is roaming the moors. While there, Watson meets the caretakers of the Baskerville estate, Mr. and Mrs. Barrymore. They might have a motive to kill Sir Charles and Sir Henry, since their inheritance is a mere pittance compared to what Henry receives. But he also meets Mr. Stapleton, a naturalist, and his sister, who warns Watson away when she mistakenly thinks she's talking to Henry. During the investigation, Watson discovers that the escaped criminal is none other than Mrs. Barrymore's brother. She has been secretly helping him, providing him with food and old clothes, on plans to let him escape to South America. A plan that Watson and Henry are actually too happy to let go through. Less burden on the British taxpayers, after all. And after all, it's not like he's dangerous. Like when Watson and Henry see him on the dark, gloomy moors and he throws a rock on them or anything. In any case, Holmes soon arrives and we discover that he's actually been here the whole time. He's been investigating on his own, not wanting to tip anyone off that he was there secretly, and his secret plans have yielded something interesting. Miss Stapleton is not his sister, but his wife. She too is a reluctant pawn in this murderous game. Looking into things further, Holmes discovers that Stapleton is, in fact, the son of the brother believed dead in South America. They come up with a plan to catch Stapleton in the act, following an unknowing Henry home from dinner at the Stapleton house, only barely reaching him in time because of the thick fog that falls upon the moors. And Henry is indeed attacked by a ghostly wolf. Or rather, a dog painted in phosphorus to give it an eerie glow. Holmes pursues Stapleton and, after a struggle, he ends up falling into a bog and sinks, refusing an offer of help from Holmes. He'd rather die than be in prison. So I guess no more burden on the British taxpayers at all then. Although personally, I'd like to think he still ended up a prisoner in hell. And trust me, Satan doesn't like it when you try to misuse a devil dog.